tired, but I said that twice already. So yeah, so this is, of course, the Knuckles playthrough. So a little tidbit about the run for a little bit. So this is like actually like give or take like 5 minutes faster than the normal Sonic and Tails runs. Mostly because he doesn't do Death Egg, but that doesn't mean this run is any easier. This is probably the hardest run out of the 3 characters, and I will explain in depth why. But it's a pretty brutal run, and I hope I show, you know, what he's all about, and I hope I don't cry myself to sleep after this. But we'll see what happens. Alright, I'll count it down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So this is Sonic, and without the Sonic part, 3 Knuckles. So start the stage, you're gonna get the speed shoes here, same as Sonic. So the one thing about Knuckles and Tails is that you can't make use of any elemental shields. That's just not available to them. But he does have the glide, which is very useful, and is also the main reasonings of why this run is pretty hard. To get to the nitty-gritty of it, there is a bunch, and I mean a bunch of frame-perfect tricks that, oh, that's nice. I never seen that one before. That kind of sucks. So you're not supposed to be down here. That's first and foremost. You should be up here instead. Let's get up there. How about that? Thank you. That's as unlucky as you can get when it comes to falling to the floor like that. All right, cool. Okay. That's not the hard part. That was just something that was unfortunate. So, so after this level here, you're gonna see the first introduction of the glide clip. So, with really precise inputs and a precise glide cancel, you can just straight up clip through objects, and in some cases, the floor. So there's gonna be a set of spikes at the start of this stage right here that I'm gonna try to clip through, and I need to time a glide perfectly, just like that, and it clips you right through that floor there. And if it doesn't work out, you just get hit. And if Rings decides not to fall next to you, then you know, that sucks. But yeah, that's the one out of like 5 or 6 of them in this game, and I hate every one of them. So here's Egg Robo, not Eggman or Robotnik. So the speedrun for Knuckles, most of these boss fights are technically hard mode. There's little variations between them. There's a more of a egregious fire cycle with that one, but overall it's still the same. So this game also has pretty wide time bonuses. And for me skipping most of these stages, there's gonna be a lot of 50,000 Ks. So in Hydro 1, we're gonna have our first level wrap, which is also really bad. So you need to be positioned really high up in this wall here, and we're gonna do another glide cancel, which can go really bad if it doesn't work. So I'm gonna have to get a really precise position here. No, I'm gonna get it. Frame early. And if you mess it up, you just have to just go up and up and up and try it again. This can be first try, second, 40th, I don't know. It can get pretty bad. That's too late. We'll do it again. Yeah, go up the stairs. Yeah. Alright. Get pixel perfect position. No, too early. Alright, fourth time's a charm, maybe. Yeah, so this is like immediate run killer for this category. It's such a brutal trick. There we go, I got it. Yeah, so this initiates the level wrap. And we are in the boss fight. So there was a specific thing I did during that level wrap. I did a little bit of memory manipulation, which will trigger a death warp at the end of this level here. Oh, I like without rings, bro. Alright. That's fine. So if I did this correctly, once Hydro 2 starts, you're gonna just see Knuckles just sink into the water and just die immediately. Which is actually what we want. Not just because it's a little faster than watching the whole thing go through the ground. But you actually have to die for the next level wrap to work. Because it deloads Hydro 1. So the level wrap in Hydro 2 can function properly. So we're gonna play through this part pretty normally. I have to be careful when I exit my glide, because there is a chance I can get crushed death by just landing on the floor, which could be pretty bad. So right here, by getting behind this slide here and doing a 6 spin dash right under it, you can just sink into the floor here. I didn't get the positioning for the glide. That's fine. Yeah, so this is pretty much the backup I have to resort to. Oh no. Where are you going? Oh, I'm still down here. Okay. So you're able to get to the boss fight just immediately if you're just able to get to it. But unfortunately I have to just take the long way now, which is kind of what I expected. Hydra 2 is probably one of the hardest stages to do correctly. It's not easy at all. You want to get up there, Knuckles? Alright. You want to get up, Knuckles? Good boy. Alright. So this is the loop back area. You can still get to the boss fight, it just requires a little extra work to get to it. We're coming up over here, and we're in the boss fight. Longer process, but it works. We'll take it. So the big difference here from Sonic is that he doesn't dive down first, so you have to start getting hits while he's already up there, which is not bad. Position yourself in the water current and you'll just avoid getting hit. Alright, so the next big trick, Marble Garden 1 level wrap, plus boss fight, plus everything else. I'm gonna do a subpixel manipulation by holding right and start on the same time when this level starts. I'll move 1 frame to the right, and it'll give me the correct subpixels to be able to clip into a spring in the side of the ground off screen. I swear this will make sense when I actually get closer to it. And it allows me to level wrap. So I'm in a loop back area, positioned way past the boss fight for not only Marble 1, but Marble 2 as well. So there's remnants of Act 2 still in this level, and if I crouch in this position here, and that's the Act 2 boss. More specifically, Sonic and Tails' Act 2 boss, in the ground. So this level, this boss fight specifically functions to trigger the end of Marble Garden if this boss is defeated, regardless what point of Marble Garden you're in. So if I time this correctly, there we go. So Marble Garden just dies. It just gets obliterated. So this just becomes just a mess. Marble Garden just ceased to exist. But the good thing about that is, defeating that boss just automatically thinks, okay, well, you defeated the Act 2 boss, so I'm gonna just assume that you're going to Carnival Night. So it dims, goes to Marble Garden 2, and I'm at Carnival Night. So that's Carnival Night. And Carnival Night has another skip, another glide cancel, so to speak. Getting to this wall here, and do a clip there, and that's level wrap. It's into the boss fight we go. It's actually one of the harder ones in my opinion. I'm glad I got that first try. Game has to throw me some mercy somewhere. Alright, so here's Drildo here. I don't know what his real name is. So 4 hits to this guy. Pretty simple. I'm gonna crouch a little bit so the signpost lands. The signpost lands a little closer to the ground because the ground's more risen up. Saves like a little second. Yeah, that's Carnival 1. Now, after all that, Carnival 2 was actually pretty tame. There is a trick in Carnival 2 that can save a little bit of time, but is a high risk of soft locking, so I'm not gonna do it. And you might not have noticed, but, well, obviously you have noticed that Marble Garden was not completed in a very simple way. That actually has a dreaded side effect. So because the game wasn't really finished, but with a proper Act 2, the game doesn't save properly that I actually finished Marble Garden. So I'm in Carnival Night, but if I chose to just reset right now, the game will just have the file select as Marble Garden because I didn't set the flag to check that I actually defeated. I keep saying defeated. Beat Marble Garden 2. Or Marble Garden at all. So I have to at least get out of Carnival Night to get the game to save properly because I actually complete Carnival Night properly. Can't say the same for Ice Cap though when I get there. So Ice Cap, kind of the same deal like with Marble Garden. You don't play out Ice Cap 2, and you don't really play Ice Cap 1 properly. So, as you've seen in the Sonic 2 run in Wing Fortress, we're gonna see Slope Glitch. So, give the explanation once more. When an object is deloaded off your feet, which will be a platform that's gonna be sliding down the ice slide here. When I walk right at a specific position, just like that, now I have Slope Glitch. I'm gonna do very precise inputs during this fall here. And I die. That didn't work out as planned. Did I get a checkpoint? I hope not. Okay, I actually don't want a checkpoint here. Alright, so yeah, you can either die, go off route, and things can go really bad. So that's the trickiness of this stage. So I'm gonna try that again and hope things work out in my favor. I can't make any promises though. I'm pretty bad at that. Yeah, try this again. Alright, this is a little better. Listen to audio cues and visuals, which might seem insane because everything's moving so fast, but I do know what's going on. So this is Knuckles' corridor. We're gonna level wrap. So now we're in the loop back area. I'm doing inputs to try to backtrack to where the Ice Cap 2 boss is, and more specifically where the launch base level trigger is. By doing precise movements, I can kind of slope glitch backtrack my way to where it's located. And if I get there just right, which I'm not there just yet, I'm almost there. And that's Ice Cap. Right here, we're gonna have another level wrap. If you haven't heard that enough, you can hear another 20 times. So you see that Flybot on the left there. I'm gonna manipulate him to come towards me to this position here. Unless he doesn't come at all. Alright, I'm gonna die here. How about that? Alright, so I have to manipulate the Flybot. So he hits me into those spikes that I just died in. It'll be technically unloaded because I'm falling to it while the screen is panned upwards. And if I position just right, which I'll try to do it this time. There he is. Gonna come down, sweetheart. There he is. Thank you. And I'll phase right through it. Now I'm gonna crouch down so when the game gets close to the boss arena, it triggers it and it locks the screen to the boss room. I'm gonna get some backup rings just in case I die, which I do not want to happen. And we have the boss fights. There's two of these guys. There is a way you can do this damage list, which I'll try to do, but you can't go wrong with backup rings. You never know what can happen. It's a hard boss to do without rings at all. Alright, nicely done. Yeah, the Flybot was not in my favor at all. But after all that, Launch Base 2 is glitchless, and it's one of the funnest stages in my opinion. It just has a really good pace to it. But there's a lot of micro movements, a lot of precise slope jumps, like this one right here. You could walk in the ceiling there if I did, but oh well. And you get up here. A lot of precise jumps, I really like it a lot. Except the part where I'm getting sub-pixeled there, but that's not really fun, though, is it? So it's been theorized that you can glitch this stage, which you can, but if it does save time, it doesn't save enough to be worth it. It's like, do you want to do the hardest glitch of all time to save 2 seconds, or you want to just save yourself some brain cells and just play it normally, which is kind of what everyone's opting to go for. Which is not bad, because the stage is really fun to play. Need some precise movements. Hitting the spring there. Going upwards here, almost to the end here. So you can go here so fast that you approach that final tube without the water even rising all the way up yet. It's pretty good if you can actually catch it all the way until it even gets close to rising up. So we have the boss fight here. We're gonna get 6 hits here and bail out because we want to keep the rings for the damage boost here. So Sonic, I'm gonna say Sonic 3. The entire trilogy has a habit of rings falling to the floor just because it wants to. So I just want to have as much rings as possible, just so I can have a sliver of a chance for rings to not fall through. Because I want to keep some rings for the next part here. So this is Big Arms. Only Knuckles fights him, and Sonic 3 Knuckles, which kind of sucks because it's actually a good fight. At least it's fought at all. So after the 4 hits here, I'm gonna do a pause strat to try to spin dash and reach him upwards. Didn't get that one. I hope I can get this one. There we go. I got one of them. That's fine. It's a pretty hard trick to do. And if you jump while he's under that, you can actually have 1 frame to actually reach him with your ball hitbox. So you don't have to wait for him to rise up, as long as you have iframes to do so. So that's launch base. We're gonna do a reset here. So there's certain cutscenes that takes way too long. Launch base 1 being one of them, or launch base 2, Mushroom Hill being one of them. So resetting the console because the game saves your progress at the end of the Act 2 screen transition. So you can just go straight into launch base. So Mushroom Hill, I'm gonna take this path, take a fire shield, which will be useful, really useful for later, hopefully. And we're gonna do a little trick here. We're gonna use this door that pops up after hitting this button to phase through the floor here. I'm gonna use pause buffering because this is actually a really hard trick to do, and you run the risk of getting crushed there. So I'm inside the floor. I'm gonna position myself and try to do a manipulation to get this level wrap. All right, perfect. Not done yet. I'm in the boss fight, but there is a big trick I'm gonna try to go for here. I'm gonna actually be silent and try to do it before I explain it. No, I'm not getting it. Failed to jump there. So what I try to do there is, if you can get 5 hits and then get the 6th hit immediately, you can glitch out Act 2 and you can just phase through the floor immediately. Which can save like around 20 seconds compared to doing the stage normally. But it's a really tight window to get. So you need to get like enough hits before the enemy flies too far to the right. Couldn't get there, but it's alright. At the very least, this stage is pretty fun. So if you don't get the glitch there, then Mushroom 2 actually becomes a glitchless stage. So the fire shield is helpful specifically because you just avoid getting damaged by the enemy, the boss in Act 1, because the flames below him. It just saves you from getting hit there. Just spin dashing over, and we're gonna do a precise jump towards the top area here coming up, where you're supposed to normally use a little lever to get up there, but we can just climb upwards here much faster than taking it. Yeah, so I'm gonna do a little setup here, do a 2-tap spin dash, try to get over here, get 6 hits at the start, and just get the last 2 coming up here. Alright, good. So with the strat that I mentioned earlier that I didn't get, you can get like a 43, so that's a 103, so exactly 20 seconds lost, but that's alright though. You can't have it all. So the last reset of the run, because this is the last like long cutscene Knuckles had to deal with. So after all that, little nice glitchless play, we're gonna go straight into malarkey here. So if I precisely do another glide clip here. Is what I'm gonna try to do. Clip into the floor there and do another level wrap. That one was recently discovered. Well, as of recent, I meant like out of all the tricks found, that's the more recent of them too, of the few that has been discovered. But it's the same deal with the other few with using the spikes. Precise, frame-perfect glide cancel will just clip you through the floor, and you can use the zip speed to get you inside the ceiling to get to a spot to get the level wrap. And we're gonna see another slope glitch here. If you jump and land right on the very sides of the capsule as it's defeated, it will deload the boss, and it will end up giving you slope glitch. So from here, I'm gonna have to do I have one try to do this. If I don't get this, I just lose like 40-50 seconds from right off the bat. It's possible to take the top route of Flying Battery 2 if I can get it, which is what I'm gonna really try to do. Oh, there you go. Alright, so that requires a precise jump, precise right hold, and a precise left hold, and a precise jump as you're zipping upwards to get up here. If you don't get it, then you have to resort for the backup, and that backup is like 40 seconds slower. It's really bad. But I'm glad I got that first try. Well, first try as like the only try I got. So now all I have to do is just wait here. So this is the section where you normally just wait for the platform to rise up after you defeat the laser boss. But we bypassed that, but luckily the level just progresses normally even without fighting it, and you just have to just wait this out. But that's really nice I got that. I've been having a lot of trouble with that in practice. So once this rises all the way up, we face not Egg Robo, but Robotnik, actually. And I'm pretty confident it's just an oversight, where you're supposed to just fight Robo all the time, but you forgot to account for this boss here to get... Oh, hello. Okay. I guess you want to see the backup? I'll show you the backup. Well, that didn't work out. Alright, let's do that. That really sucks. Alright, well here's the backup, if you want to see how it looks like. You take this pillar here, with this little hanger here, you jump out of that frame perfect, stand here, spin dash, you have a 3-frame window, and pray to the sub-pixel gods, and you clip to that ceiling. And how and what are the likelihoods of it working? I don't know, it's pretty bad. I have no idea. Alright, it worked. Alright, let's try that again. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. So you're supposed to re-grab a ring there. So I got the ring, but I had a little panic to even get back into position to get up here. So yeah, that's the backup. So yeah, really punishing if you don't get that, as you can clearly see. So playing the fun waiting game again. Yeah, I'm doing it for the content, that's all. You know, this isn't a Knuckles showcase if I don't show you the absolute worst possibilities for every scenario. And Battery 2 is easily the worst. Alright, take 2. Let's try this again. 2, 3, 4, 5. Grab the ring, idiot. Thank you. Oh, okay, let me get that. Oh, hello. Alright. I don't want to die. That's kind of what I want. Yeah, huh? Yeah, yeah. But this is the thing, this did not go as well as I would hope. I'm gonna play this as safe as I can possibly manage, because I ain't having this boss kill me again. Let's go as slow as possible. So like I said, rings fall through the floor, and they do it very well. Also, I lied. You can cutscene skip this too. But this one only saves like 2 seconds. So yeah. So right here, I'm gonna do a sub-pixel manipulation. I think I've said that like 5 times today. 4-tap spin dash, 4-tap spin dash, frame perfect jump to the slope here, hold right for X amount of frames, and you get a level wrap. That one's really hard to do, and I'm glad I at least got something to work first try and not backfire really hardcore. You know, like another stage that I just went through. Yeah, so that gives you a level wrap. Gives this whole stage. You do have to wait this one out. You know, despite all the tricks and skips you can pull off, there's nothing skipping this guy, which does a lot of waiting. Alright. So yeah, I guess I'll just twiddle my thumbs until he gets closer, because he doesn't go any faster. So, how are you guys? Hope you're enjoying this absolute slobber knocker. Because I know I am, as I say it with absolute sarcasm. Alright. He's finally approached me to eye level. Sure. Alright. 110 is as good as you can get, and that is as good as I'm willing to make it, because you could technically go faster, but the last thing I want to do is have more fun with sub-pixels, so I'm not having that. So at the start of this stage, I'm going to do a screen wrap, vertical screen wrap. So this is another infinitely vertical level, so you could screen wrap here. Use that to unload the pillar right in front of me to just clip through here and get to a section that you normally wouldn't get here as fast. And it skips a section where you would screen wrap again, and it's pretty nice. I'm gonna try to do a frame perfect jump. Oh, I got it, but I jumped too high. So you can just clip right through the sand there. It allows you to just skip running another sand slide there. Loving it, I'm glad. Alright. Oh yeah, that's a clip that I tend to forget to talk about because it's such a simple trick. If you just hold right on that wall, you just phase right through it, like just nothing. Speaking of phasing through, here's loop clip. If you precisely have enough speed here, you can just phase through this wall, clip through various collisions, through the level boundaries, and just phase through this wall and just end up here. Do another screen wrap to unload the pillar on the right to phase through this wall here. And take a path down here. Gonna come up here, get the bubble shield. Not because I want the bubble shield, because it actually makes going up here just more easier. But I guess we get a bubble shield for it. After this is pretty seamless. Nothing crazy here. There is the boss fight though, which I'm really bad at. So the boss fights, I guess for here, you need to do a proper spin dash to even reach up here. Like a really good spin dash. You got a second try. So this boss fight, the optimal way is gliding towards him, getting 4 hits, and then hoping to get another 4 hitter afterwards, getting back to it after his iframes are over. Alright, that's a little weak, but that's a 3 hit. That's a 3 hitter. A 3, 4, 1. Alright, I'll take it. A little sub too, I'll take it. I've seen worse. Alright, now we're approaching Lava Reef, which, despite everything I've said, this is the hardest level in the game. But at the very start, we're going to walk a little further to the right, to trigger this cutscene here. Oh, get off me. I'm gonna trigger this cutscene here because if I level wrap, which I will level wrap, if I don't trigger that cutscene first, it will block me in my level wrap. So doing really precise movements on the ground there, I can manipulate my sub-pixels to get a jump and precisely get the level wrap there. So now we're coming up to the hardest trick of them all, monitor clip. So when bosses are dead, monitors are triggered off the ground, and they're all in predetermined positions. So where I'm standing at right now, there's a fire shield here. So I'm gonna use this fire shield to clip me through the ground when this boss is defeated, and clipping through the ground will allow me to get a level wrap for a Lava Reef 2, if I can get it. There you go. That's monitor clip. I'm glad I got that after all that's happened. Alright, so this will allow me to level wrap my Lava Reef, which would normally take like 50 seconds, a minute. to get through the level. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I counted there because I can't just level wrap willy-nilly. I have to wait for a part of the level to load in first, so I don't end up soft lock somewhere, because you know you don't want to get stuck somewhere. But that's a really nice clip. All right, that is a really good lava reef. So you can, with a precise timing, you can just clip right into that staircase there. And is that an 8? That's an 8. That is juice time, baby. Alright, approaching the final level here, which is Knuckles' final level. Approaching Mega Sonic. He has 2 phases. His first phase is kind of identical to the Silver Sonic fight in Sonic 2. Just want to get 8 hits here. That's the first phase, and this is the last phase. You use the Master Emerald to charge up, and you deal another 8 hits. This is probably one of the very few RNG sections of the game. So he can either do one of 2 things. He can shoot projectiles, which is what I want, or dive at me, which he doesn't leave any vulnerable weakness, and he has to wait. I have to wait for him to come do another attack again. So him diving down will allow me to get 5 hits. So if he dives again, not dive, he does another projectile, that'd be a perfect fight. Oh, that's not nice. Come on. Projectile? There you go. Final hit here. And when the screen fades to white, that is time. 31:02. You know, there's no better way to show off the game than getting slammed from this game. So I guess I can't be too upset about that. But yeah, GG's. As you can clearly see, this run is kind of hard. I don't know. I'm just saying. But yeah, so the top times for this game are generally around the mid 20-ish range, like 25, 26 is a really good time to get. The record time is around a 23:42 by me. I don't want to even try to even optimize that personally, but the time save is still really there, but the tricks are pretty hard. But overall, though, the run I think it's fantastic. I do enjoy the game a lot. You know, I want to go through the grind regardless, but yeah, I do enjoy it a lot. But yeah.